Welcome, I'm Mike Sharkwriter, and today we'll be doing another Star Trek Online video talking about another set, which is the Desperate Defense set, aka the Sol Defense set, given the name of the gear. And believe it or not, it's from the episode Midnight, so you might have heard all three of those names being used. And because it's the last of the Iconium War, we'll talk about the end of the Iconium War. Because both the Iconium War and the upcoming Future Proof arc, aka the Temple War arc, was released on a nearly month basis. Midnight was actually released 6 months after Uneasy Allies, and 4 months since the players could complete the Iconium rep at the time, which was the latest reputation at the time, and that set was very, very powerful at the time. Which also meant that most people at the time already got the best set in the game for DPS, so a lot of people passed this over at the episode's launch, but people did cover it later. So here goes. The Sol Defense Deflector Wave. It boosts auxiliary power, good for science, but has a lot of hull restoration, shield restoration, and there's some decent resisting holes and drains, so you can actually do. So you don't get taken down as quick. Next up is the Defect Defense Impulse Engines, which is pretty much which provides some decent flight speed, as most of the stuff is pretty much standard, but this has got a unique ability, which is when hit by directed energy weapons, you get a 25% chance to gain a increased turn rate and defense rating for 15 seconds, and because you're more likely when you're going to get hit by direct energy weapon attacks, you're going to get multiple hits at the same time, so you can get this stacked up to 5 times. Of course, full impulse increases flight speed by a lot, so pretty decent there. Moving on to the shields. This is Sol Defense Covariant Shield Array. This is more about shield capacity than actual regen or brief reduction, but this has got a real decent shield capacity. It it's got quite a large shield compared to the legendary versions of the standard purple weapon shields of that type. It's got some shield regeneration, of course, and reduces all energy weapon damage to shields by 10%, and boosts your healing. Improves shield healing, which comes in, and the source may be yourself or your friends. It's very nice to have. So, moving on to what bonuses you'll get. And the first bonus is the 2-step bonus, the Impact Distribution Manifolds, which gives you kinetic resistance rating. Very nice to have when you fighting a lot of enemies, because you've already got a pile of energy resistance rating, but you also get a good distance of kinetic resistance rating when you get hit by torpedoes, and of course you get some more energy resistance rating as well, so you can take a few more hits. So that's not set 2 bonuses is never particularly massive, but very nice to have. So what would be the third set? 5 free pieces of the set. Well, you get the ability to discharge Uh, this does repair nanites, and it will affect five friends and four friends and yourself in a 10 kilometer sphere, and it's on a 2-minute recharge for whenever you trigger it. It gives a good chunk of health to your friends within 10 kilometers. Very nice to have. Affected ships will restore X amount of hit points to allied ships and fighters in a 3-kilometer radius. So very nice to have. So you can actually, so it really does heal everyone around you. Very nice to have with you if you're supposed to be healing stuff. And of course, it's affected by whole healing abilities, or say skill points. So, who is it for? Well, this says it's all about survivability, and quite possibly is the best, quite possibly best set for this purpose as pure mission reward. The free piece bonus is a very decent emergency group heal, making it great for carries and group content. I mean, the Undying Reputation bonus does the same, but you do need to spend about a month to try and get the ability to use it. But it's quite possibly the brilliant, good, best leveling up set for your reputations, as it's going to help you survive longer till you can earn the gear that you really want to be flying. And the question is, have I actually used this set? And the question is yes. I still do. Two of my characters have this set. Both of them are Delta recruits who was leveling up after getting the Iconian storyline had been released. I mean, the Delta recruits happened right at the early end of the Iconian storyline area. So I haven't been spending a couple of weeks to obtain the replacement sets because you've got part of them. Now this set is really outdone with later reputation sets, which still require time and resources to obtain. So you can really use it in progress. You can, and that, believe it or not, is that for this weekend. Check out other videos and subscribe and like it if you feel up to it. This has been Max Writer. See you guys next time.